Hello everybody, welcome back to First Step Chef. I would like to welcome you to this video recipe where you will learn the easiest thing that you could ever make. Basically, after you cut up the vegetables, just one step, you throw it in the oven. Alright, this will be a quick one, so let's get going. So our ingredients for today, our first one here, chicken. I wouldn't use anything too large in this recipe, so I chose the chicken breast tenderloins. They come in pretty small strips. Next up, you're gonna need carrots. It doesn't matter what kind of carrots you use. If you're all about the ease of baby carrots, power to you. I'm gonna use regular old carrots. You see I've got one funny shaped one here. If you do choose to use carrots with the skin still on, you're gonna need a vegetable peeler. If you don't have that equipment, I would not pick them up. Our other vegetable today is broccoli. I usually only use 1 crown when feeding myself. This one could be considered optional, but I highly suggest having some olive oil on hand for your vegetables. It can make a pretty big difference. Lastly, before doing anything, go ahead and set your oven to 400 degrees. Now, first off here, for those of you who will be peeling their carrots, I usually hold the carrot, if not over a trash can, then over some kind of dish where I can just get the extra strips to fall in there and I can just throw all those out. You'll want to make sure you get each and every inch of the surface of the carrot. Always pull the peeler away from your hands when you're stripping vegetables. And don't forget to cut off the ends here. The process after that is the same whether you've got the larger carrots or the baby carrots. Just cut them into smaller pieces so that they'll cook faster in the oven. Now it's time to cover your carrots with a little bit of that olive oil. I find the easiest way to do this is to put all my carrots into a dish, pour some of the olive oil in there, and then seal it and just shake it up a little bit. That distributes it pretty evenly without having to get your hands dirty. Pour your carrots into your oven-safe pan. Now we move on to the broccoli. Typically when I cut the broccoli, I hold it upside down and I cut along the center, holding it from the root. And just as the florets come off, if some of them are too big, then you can just slice them in half. With broccoli, it is safe practice to rinse it off. Sometimes dust or dirt can get stuck in there, so it's a good idea to rinse it with water, holding it upside down so the water travels from the root through the head of the broccoli in order to distribute and flush anything out of there. After that, same thing with the carrots. Go ahead and pour in a little bit of olive oil and just shake it up to distribute it. I would also suggest, I haven't mentioned this yet, experiment with some seasonings that you like. For me, it might be some minced garlic or some garlic powder. Look through the aisle at the grocery store. Experiment with what you can put on here. If you're gonna season the chicken, you can just do it right in the pan here. If it's already marinated, whatever you planned on doing with it. As for what I'm demonstrating here, just some salt, pepper, and a little bit of oil on the chicken. Make sure that anytime you touch raw meat with your hands, you wash your hands very well afterward before you touch anything else. And now with hands and feet inside the vehicle at all times, place your pan into the oven at 400 degrees for 20 minutes. And here you are, you have arrived at the end. After 20 minutes, everything should be done and cooked well enough. Individual tastes may vary, but I hope that you find that this is a incredibly easy, super simple meal for you to get started or try out or do quickly or all kinds of things. Once again, my goal here is just to help you out if you've never tried your hand at cooking before. I appreciate you choosing me to help you through this very emotional journey of yours. I hope you'll join me again for another video on food next time on First Step Chef.